Hello, guys. I'll be reading the next chapter of George's Marvellous Medicine, Rodolph. Okay, now this chapter is called The Marvellous Plan. This is a short chapter. It'll be a bit shorter than you might think. Let's start. The Marvellous Plan. George sat himself down at the table in the kitchen. He was shaking a little. Oh, how he hated Grandma. He really hated that old horrible witchy woman. And all of a sudden he had a tremendous urge to do something about her. Something whopping, something absolutely terrific. A red shocker. A sort of explosion. He wanted to blow away the witchy smell that hung about her years old. But he was a brave little boy. He was ready to take this old woman on. I am not going to be frightened by her, he said. Why, he wanted some to explode her away. Not quite away. He didn't want to shake the old woman up a bit. Very well then, what should it be? Was this whopping, terrific, exploding shocker for Grandma? He would have liked to put a firework branger under her chair, but he didn't have one. He would have liked to put a long green snake down the back of her dress, but he didn't have a long green snake. There's some picture. He would have liked to put 6 big black rats in the room with her and lock the door, but he didn't have 6 big black rats. As George sat there pondering this interesting problem, his eye fell upon the bottle of Grandma's brownies and stared on the sideboard. Rotten stuff, it seemed to be. 4 times a day, a large spoonful was shoved into her mouth and didn't do her the slightest bit of good. She was always just as tired after she'd had it as she'd been before. So, the whole point of medicine, surely, was to make a person better. If it doesn't do that, it would be quite useless. So ho! Thought George suddenly. Aha! Ho hum! I know what exactly I'll do. I shall make a new medicine. Once that one is strong and so fierce and so fantastic, it will either cure her completely or blow the top of her head. I'll make her a magic medicine, a medicine no doctor in the world has ever made before. George looked at the kitchen clock. It's at 10:05. 10:05 is basically 5:10, which the hour is on 5, and the minute hand is on 2. That is what it's about, if you don't know that. There was nearly an hour left before Grandma's next dose was due at 11. Here we go then, cried George, jumping up from the table. A magic medicine shall it be. So give me a bug, a jumping flea, give me 2,000 lizards 3, a slimy squiggler from the sea, and poisonous sting from a bumblebee, and the juice from a jujube tree, and the powdered burn of a wombat's knee, and 100 other things as well, each with a nasty smell. I'll stir them up, I'll boil them long, a mixture tough, mixture strong, and then hey ho, and down it goes, a nice big spoonful. Hold your nose, just gulp it down and have no fear. How do you like it, Granny dear? Will she go pop? Will she explode? Will she go flying down the road? Will she go poof, a puff of smoke? Starts fizzing like a can of Coke? Who knows? Not I. Let's wait and see. I'm glad it's neither you nor me. Oh, Grandma, if you only knew what I have got in store for you. That's the end of this short chapter. I'm afraid that this was just 2 times shorter than the previous chapter, but I don't want to read another one to give so much evidence. Now, this third chapter is really, really surprising. It's really, really interesting. You bet. I'll read the first few sentences of the page. George took an enormous saucepan out of the cupboard and placed it on the kitchen table. George! Came the shrill voice from next door. What are you doing? Nothing, Grandma, he called out. You didn't think I got here just because you closed the door? You're rattling the saucepans. I'm just setting up the kitchen, Grandma. Then there was silence. George had absolutely no about whatsoever about the medicine, no me, whatever about how he was going to make his famous medicine. He wasn't going to fool about wondering whether whether to put in a little bit of this or a little bit of that. Quite simply, he was going to put everything he could find. There'll be no messing around, no hesitating, no wondering whether a particular thing would knock the old girl sideways or not. The rule will be this: whatever he saw, if it was runny or powdery or gooey, in it went. That's the first page of the chapter. You might be interested to see that. I'll see you next time. Bye.